Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to use the auto mentions function in the TwitterDub software. You can find this function on a few of the different tabs, such as commenting, auto mentions, posting, tweeting, auto mentions over here, posting images, auto mentions. You'll find a functionality on any tab where you can actually use it. So let's go to the reply tab and show you how we can do it. So we click auto mentions and the control comes up here. Now there's two ways to do it. One, we can specify a list of profiles, specify how many tags we want, how many auto mentions we want to do. Then all we need to make sure is we have the token hashtag auto mentions hashtag in our tweets. And this will be replaced by the auto mentions. So let's do some tags before it. So here you can see we're going to put our token, which will be replaced at the end, put it here in the middle, and we put it here at the beginning. And that is it really. Hit reply. Action should be created. Here we go, just getting the setup, performing the search. Here we go. Auto mentions, mentions detected. 3 people from our list selected. There's our tweet. Let's just bring that up quickly. Hey, hey, 1 mention, 2 mention, 3 mentions, nice cats. That was our tweet reply. Let's have a look at one of the tweets that we replied to. So here we got 1, 2, 3 mentions, and then we got our tags. And that's it. That's how you can auto mention. You'll do it exactly the same way on the Post Images tab. You select your images, specify your mentions, and it will load in. Not we bring into view. It will load in the ones that we loaded up earlier. Specify 1 tag, 10, 1 mention, 10 mentions. Read the warning. Don't overdo it. If you're thinking, wow, now I can spam thousands of mentions post after post, you can't. Twitter will detect you. They'll block you. If you're using low quality accounts, spam accounts, and you're using spam proxies, and if you're spamming and annoying people with just mention spam all the time, you will get banned. So think about what you're doing. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And again, we would need to include the token auto mentions. So there you go, got the mentions in there. Yeah, the other kind of auto mention you can do. As I said, there was 2. This is where we specify the users. If you don't have a pre-prepared list of users you want to mention, we can search for users. And there's 2 ways to do this. One, we can search before every comment we post. That will allow us to perform a search using the tweet or the profile that posted the tweet as an input. So we can use the image ID, we can use the user ID. User ID is the profile that posted the tweet, and the image ID, that should say tweet ID. It will work the same way. So what we could do is we'll perform a search. Okay, there's a problem there. Let's say before, where are we? Likers. So this means with our tweet ID input, we can scrape likers from the tweet. So we're going to be mentioning people who have already liked the tweet. Click OK. Yeah, we're going to do 3 and perform the scrape for each action. So click OK. It's going to change the search we're performing to a popular search just to make sure there are likers. If you are looking for likers on a recent tweet, if the tweet was posted in the last 10 seconds, there is unlikely to be any likers. So popular tweet, how many do you want? 3. Right, here we go. Now hopefully, if all goes well, we'll perform the search to find our 3 tweets we want to reply to, and when we start commenting we shall scrape for the likers of 3 likers of that tweet and then mention them. So we had here, got likers. Oh, has a bit of an error there. Let's have a look what's going on. Okay, so it seemed like the scrape didn't work. Input is null or empty. Let's go see what we did wrong. If we bring up the auto mentions here, we didn't actually select it into the search. So there you go, there's an example of what you shouldn't do, obviously done on purpose to give you an example of what not to do. Make sure you insert the search. So we want the ID of the image, which will be the tweet. Double check the custom search, likers. Okay, and let's try again. So here we go, we've run the popular search, we're getting our results. Our comment will be processed. The auto mentions tag detected. The likers search will be performed. Okay, so we want 3 results for our likers. So we've got enough. Results of search 3 likers. And here we go. Right, so we've now performed that. Let's bring up a tweet. You should see number 1. I'll reply there somewhere. Let's see if we can show them reverse order. No. Okay, let's just scroll down to the very bottom. Here we go. Cats, David, Karen and Lawrence. And they should be 3 profiles that have liked this image. There's 2,000. We're not logged in. Well, if we would log in and view the likes, then we would see that those 3 users had liked this tweet. Let's just log in now, shall we? Twitter. Sign in. Jazz test. Let's have a quick look. Root Jazz test and Root Jazz password. Right, we're all logged in. Let's go back to here. Grab the likes. I forgot who they were. There we go. David, Karen, Lawrence. Just stick that up there to remember. And they should be here somewhere. Oh, gone. Oop, so there's Lawrence. I think that's one we had, wasn't it? Lawrence S8. Yep. There's one result. There's so many likers. Let's try and find one more. Let's try and find the David one. Oh, there you go. They got a Karen. I believe we had Karen Skoda. And there's David. David, is that 1060? Is that the one? Okay, we're looking for 10607963. There you go. So we've scraped the likers and we have included them in our mention. One other way of doing it, back to the reply, auto mentions, is we can perform one big search at the beginning of the action. So this performs a search before we post every comment. So we're about to comment, we do a search, we find 3 results. We do a search, we post it, we go to the next tweet, we perform the search again, we post our comment, we go to the next tweet. So we're constantly searching. Unchecking this box means we will just perform one big search for all the profiles that we need. Let's grab tweet search popular. Okay, we need to exit with creator because obviously we can't mention a tweet, we need to mention a profile. As we are doing a search at the beginning of the action, we can't use the tokens. So we'll search for popular tweets with the keyword cats. And all being well, this will just work straight away. So we're checking in, we're logging in, posting some we've found before, ignoring some we've found before. Right, so there's our tweet cats with 3 profiles. There we go, posted another tweet there without the search. Just wait for it to finish posting all, then we'll quickly go through the logs and just confirm that it has done what I've said it would. So here we are setting up, checking the account, logging in. We are performing our search. There's our search, found some results, ignoring those that we've already replied on. We've got the 3 we wanted. Now we're moving on to the first result here. We will come down to the first tweet and detect our token of auto mentions. Here we will come down to specify all the profiles that we need to search for in one search. So scraping users to tag in the image. We want 3 tags per image, and as we're replying to 3 images, we've got 9. So 3 times 3 is 9. So we've just increased that by a little bit just to make sure we'll definitely have enough mentions. There you go. Now we're going through, scraping the mentions that we need. There's the 9. And now we're grabbing the 3 for the first reply. There they are. There's the second one and the third one. So yeah, that's how you can use auto mentions in your tweets. Hope you found the tutorial useful. Any questions, come to the forum, rootjazz.com/forum. Post any questions you may have and we'll be happy to answer them for you. All that remains is to say thanks for watching.